Hello and welcome back to my vlog. Today I think we have the accompaniment of the neighbor's abused dog. They leave it out. They left it out in the winter. But that's moot. So, part 29 of Flatland, A Romance of Many Dimensions. Section 18, How I Came to Spaceland and What I Saw There. Part 2. Then is omnividence the attribute of others besides God's? Sphere. I do not know. But if a pickpocket or a cutthroat of our country can see everything that is in your country, surely that is no reason why the pickpocket or cutthroat should be accepted by you as a god. This omnividence, as you call it, it is not a common word in Spaceland. Does it make you more just, more merciful, less selfish, more loving? Not in the least. Then how does it make you more divine? More merciful, more loving? But these are the qualities of women. And we know that a circle is a higher being than a straight line, insofar as knowledge and wisdom are more to be esteemed than mere affection. Sphere. It is not for me to classify human faculties according to merit. Yet many of the best and wisest in Spaceland think more of the affections than of the understanding, more of your despised straight lines than of your belauded circles. But enough of this. Look yonder. Do you know that building? I looked, and afar off I saw an immense polygonal structure, in which I recognized the General Assembly Hall of the States of Flatland, surrounded by dense lines of pentagonal buildings at right angles to each other, which I knew to be streets, and I perceived that I was approaching the great metropolis. Here we descend, said my guide. It was now morning, the first hour of the first day of the 2000th year of our era. Acting as was their wont, in strict accordance with precedent, the highest circles of the realm were meeting in solemn conclave, as they had met on the first hour of the first day of the year 1000, and also on the first hour of the first day of the year 0. The minutes of the previous meetings were now read by one whom I at once recognized as my brother, a perfectly symmetrical square, and the chief clerk of the High Council. It was found recorded on each occasion that, whereas the states had been troubled by diverse ill-intentioned persons pretending to have received revelations from another world, and professing to produce demonstrations whereby they had instigated to frenzy both themselves and others, it had been for this cause unanimously resolved by the Grand Council that on the first day of each millenary, however you say that, millenary, special injunctions be sent to the prefects in the several districts of Flatland to make strict search for such misguided persons, and without formality of mathematical examination, to destroy all such as were isosceles of any degree, to scourge and imprison any regular triangle, to cause any square or pentagon to be sent to the district asylum, and to arrest any one of higher rank, sending him straightway to the capital to be examined and judged by the council. You hear your fate, said the sphere to me, while the council was passing for the third time the formal resolution. Death or imprisonment awaits the apostle of the gospel of 3 dimensions. Not so, replied I. The matter is now so clear to me, the nature of real space so palpable, that methinks I could make a child understand it. Permit me but to descend at this moment and enlighten them. Not yet, said my guide. The time will come for that. Meantime, I must perform my mission. Stay thou there in thy place. Saying these words, he leaped with great dexterity into the sea, if I may so call it, of Flatland, right in the midst of the ring of counselors. I come, cried he, to proclaim that there is a land of 3 dimensions. I could see many of the younger counselors start back in manifest horror as the sphere's circular section widened before them. But on a sign from the presiding circle, who showed not the slightest alarm or surprise, 6 isosceles of a low type from 6 different quarters rushed upon the sphere. We have him, they cried. No, yes, we have him still. He's going. He's gone. My lords, said the president to the junior circles of the council, there is not the slightest need for surprise. The secret archives to which I alone have access tell me that a similar occurrence happened on the last 2 millennial commencements. You will, of course, say nothing of these trifles outside the cabinet. Raising his voice, he now summoned the guards. Arrest the policemen. Gag them. You know your duty. after he had consigned to their fate the wretched policemen, ill-fated and unwilling witnesses of a state secret which they were not to be permitted to reveal, he again addressed the councilors. My lords, the business of the council being concluded, I have only to wish you a happy new year. Before departing, he expressed at some length to the clerk, my excellent but most unfortunate brother, his sincere regret that, in accordance with precedent and for the sake of secrecy, he must condemn him to perpetual imprisonment, but added his satisfaction that, unless some mention were made by him of that day's incident, his life would be spared. Pretty open-minded lot, these Flatlanders. Make it a great day, and bye for now.